Hello everyone, it is the Almighty Jeff and this is episode 48 of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Last time we finished off an additional 3 perks, synchronised the viewpoint on top of Buckingham Palace, and we completed the second memory in Sequence 7, where we defended Disraeli and his wife from some assassins. We then continued to clear Westminster of collectables, picking up several letters of royal correspondence as we went through, and took down a Templar hunt in St James's Park. So of course, once again, we will be heading back into the World War I simulation, just having a look at Evie. She's still got the same outfit on, the only difference that you'll notice really is that she's got a different cape on. This is probably all you're going to be seeing of that one, so just a refresher. I've painstakingly gone through the World War I simulation and marked all of the wall letters and chests now, so they'll... Yes, I know. So we can find all of those now. So we've got all of that to do, and then just the last 2 hideouts to take down, and then that unlocks the Master Spy. And the general impression I got, because I was looking up about the loyalty with Churchill, the general consensus seems to be that you don't need to do anything additionally. I'm not sure how much I trust that, but no one seemed to be pointed out about needing to do the extra Zeppelin raids. So I'm going to take it that we don't need to do that, and then hopefully maybe once we finish these 2, we'll get to level 1, and then once you take down the Master Spy, we'll reach level 2, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so I think I'm going to redo this side of the... Obviously everything we've already taken over, and grab all the collectibles that we missed, and then we'll head over to the other side and start working on some more hideouts. Because I'm not sure how long it's going to take us to get all this, especially if we're reading all the wall letters as well. It might take a little bit longer. But we do need to do it, unfortunately. And I'd rather get the bulk of it done now, and then if I need to come back another time to finish everything up, then it'd be more activities and less collectibles, if you get what I mean. So, unfortunately we've got this sort of oddity out in the middle of the in the Thames. But yeah, but thankfully most of the... Well, actually, I was going to say most of them are in the areas that we've not been to yet, which obviously makes sense. There were quite a lot that we hadn't got there. But there's quite a few up in this sort of like northern area. So obviously we did one of our... Well, our only hideout so far was on the docks there. But there's quite a lot of them around that building that we did get. So we'll be getting all those shortly. And hopefully, because other than like these ones that we've just picked up, which are sort of out of the way, most of the rest are all kind of clumped together, so we should be able to do them relatively quickly. I'm hoping it won't take us maybe about 10 minutes, I think, which gives us plenty of time. I mean, hell, there's a good chance we might actually be able to finish up World War I today, which would be really great. But it might not be that way. It's just, we're just going to play by ear, see how it goes, because that's all I can do, really. I have absolutely no idea. Got a couple of chests here, both down below. Still playing the bloody music box. Are we supposed to actually get in? Ah, okay. No, yeah. How does one enter the building? It's a good question. Oh, you don't need to. There's a thing here. Alright, I see. Well, they're blighters. That's fine. Hush now. You wanna go? Hey! I'm not sure, but I think there's a possibility that the whatever weapon Lydia is using is the same as whoever you're playing as in the in the main London area. But I'm not sure, so I don't know if this is the kukri that we bought for Evie last episode. Alright, we've got all these chests up here, plus our second lock chest as well. So hopefully that should contain something interesting. We've got quite a lot of locked items that we need to clear up? I don't remember asking, but thank you. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, I didn't. That genuinely didn't even press that button. I don't understand how you actually came up with that decision of your own accord. I do love the. Oh my goodness! Well, I think that's glitched. Never mind. Don't care as long as I get my reward. I do love the combat music for the World War One sort of the simulation. It's very. It's fitting, I think, for the time. Whereas the music in the Syndicate part is very Victorian, I suppose. I mean, completely makes sense, obviously. I'm just talking at my ass at this point in time, so. I'm not going to play like dubstep or anything, are they? Or like heavy metal to represent Victorian London. Let's grab these first, because we have to backtrack this way anyway. Maybe you should be concerned. I countered that. Come on, you're on death's door anyway. Oh, for goodness sake, go away. I'm just going to check something actually. No, we can't actually activate like inventory or anything like that, so I can't check to see if she's got any other weapons, because I feel like she should be doing better in combat if we are using the better weapons, so it might not be. The Ego Dive Belt, there we go, that's one for Jacob. And then pop up here for this chest. Wait, no, sorry. Another level. Go down. Down, Lydia. Alright, doing pretty well. Okay. Just quick without. No, what are you doing? Just up at the bloody thing. Could have been in it, or could have been out of here in no time. Right, come on. We're done here. So we cleared out the northern area. Awesome. So back to the tower. Get that area cleared out too. Which again, going to be a pain in the ass because it's completely restricted and covered in soldiers. Also probably a good place for grinding out particular perks if you go in for that sort of thing. I don't. Bloody hell. That was nearly bad. I used the actual memory where we came back here. I think it was more of a like just in case I ended up accidentally collecting anything. Alternative, I just don't think I even really thought about going back to the World War I simulation. I just ended up replaying a thorn in the side. Just, you know, same thing. Can we jump? Thank you very much. Alright, got another war letter. Hopefully we won't get caught. It's just okay, let's get out of here. Oh crap. Dear Katie, I want you to know that I am well and still in the north of France. The photograph you gave me is a constant source of comfort. No matter what is happening around me, I can look at the picture of you in your parents' garden and feel the warmth of that summer's day. I haven't forgotten my vows. Soon I shall return and we shall be married, and all this awfulness will be forgotten. I used you not to read the accounts that are appearing in the newspapers in the meantime. They'll only worry you without cause. Think of me as I was on our last day, standing at the station in my new uniform, and know that the train that will bring me back will not be long now. Your ever-loving Christopher. Corporal Christopher Alban was killed in battle 3 weeks later. See, that's just the horror of war, isn't it? I can speak. And it's not a great thing that war is as glorified as it is. Like, even in like video games, like not like obviously separate the fiction from actual combat. Like, I do enjoy like the campaigns and like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Even though it does glorify war a little bit, but I also don't want to be a gangster, and yet I still love Saints Row and Grand Theft Auto, so there's that. But anyway, July 1916. Dear Father Spencer, I am writing to you because I don't wish to unburden myself and on my family, and you have so often been a source of spiritual solace. It's true I haven't always been the most diligent churchgoer in town, but I left for this war with prayer in my heart, and your words that when last we spoke have been ever present in my mind. It can only be God's grace that allows me to write to you now, with so many of my companions suffering a worse fate. You may have read in the papers of the fighting happening by the River Somme, however terrible their accounts, and however alarming the number of casualties reported, nothing can come close to describing the horror of the battlefield. All I remember is the noise and the sliding of the boots in the mud as I ran. Only it wasn't only mud, Father, it wasn't only mud. Once I fell and lay in it mercifully unconscious, I woke to find something heavy weighing me down. I lay there for what seemed like hours, too afraid to move, until someone pushed the body off me and saw I still lived. How can such things happen in the world, Father, and how are we to bear them? Stephen Bennings. Sergeant Bennings returned home weeks after the Battle of the Somme and was diagnosed with shell shock. Yeah. Of course, at the time, they didn't understand that mental health was a genuine thing that needed to be taken care of, and it was just sort of like, well, you're just a coward, aren't you? And then quite a lot of people who suffered from shell shock, I can never say it, were sent back onto the battlefield, and then understandably when the bombs started dropping again, they panicked, they ran away, and they would be shot for cowardice. So it's very disturbing, but that's war for you. How are we going to do this? There we go. Right, let's see. They're doing pretty well. I see. Okay, let's just drop. It's fine, you can handle it. I'm just collecting chests. I'm sorry, I don't want to kill you, but you know, you're just going to get antsy with me if I don't. So... Right, thank you very much. And grab you too. I see. Right, we need to go into that tree. Keep it in your pants, soldier. Right, I'm out of here. I think I'm done with the tower, aren't I? Yes, I am. Alright. See? You don't have to worry about me again. You will not see me again. That I can guarantee you. Right, leave me alone. Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. Okie dokie, and then just this chest, I think, and then everything's on this side of the river. Yeah, that's right. You lost me. Right, it took a little bit longer than I was anticipating, but that's okay. I like I said, with the war letters as well, it's it does extend it a little bit beyond just the collectibles, but still pretty happy it didn't take like a whole episode to do it, which I was worried about. Alright, fantastic. Look at that. All nice and clean. Right then, let's head here. We'll take down this stockhouse. I at least want to get these two done and out of the way. And then, if I do have to do another episode, I'd rather that be the spy hunts. We'll get these two done, and if we have time, we'll wrap up collectibles. I don't know how long the last spy hunt's going to be. Is it going to be like another mission? I don't know. It might just be like a gang war. It's similar to that anyway. Alright, Hoptons. Let's go. Yes, I know we're going past collectibles, but priorities. Oh. Found false information. Okay. Okay, I don't know how we plant false information though. I get the feeling, unless I find anything different, I might have to keep one of these geezers alive, loot the things, and then put another one on them. More conveniently, it's now just this lady on her own. Oh, hang on. What's that? Oh, okay. Well, thank God. Oh, that's just made my job of significantly easier. Just thought that was Templar for a second then. Neither should you. Filthy spy. Alright, I am out of here. What do you think you're doing? Nicely done. Oh, another message from Juno. Let me explain to you my life story.
All of our efforts came to nothing. In the year 2306 of the Isu era, the sun unleashed its fury on my once great civilization. I perfected the work of Consus and made it my own. I salvaged Aita's brilliant essence and inserted it into the DNA of your rebellious kind. I sent him into the unknown future to be reborn again and again.
The sages.
I returned to the Grand Temple. I shed my physical form and entered the Grey. But stubborn Minerva and foolish Jupiter discovered me and sealed me inside.
was Desmond. Desmond, I'll let you out.
When your technology might allow my return. That wait is nearly over.
Okay, very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, I'll be looking at it. So we've actually done a pretty decent job of clearing up this area, so we might as well just clear it up. Another wall letter here. Excuse me, ladies. February 1916. Dear Becky, your brother Andrew has asked that I write to you as he is presently unable to do so himself. Please don't be alarmed, though he has only the most superficial of wounds and is recuperating nicely. He would like me to tell you that the injury was incurred during a daring one-man incursion into enemy territory, where he defeated half the German deployment while escaping with mere scratches. I feel I should succumb to the truth and tell you instead that he accidentally set off his rifle while polishing it. Luckily, the bullet only grazed his arm. He hopes that you are well, and that those damn Zeppelins have failed to deliver their bombs anywhere near Bromley. I certainly hope to meet you one day, as your brother has told me so much about you. Until then, I remain your faithful servant and Andrew's right hand, Peter Sterling. Both Corporal Andrew Fellows and Corporal Sterling were killed months later when the vehicle transporting them was hit by mortar fire. Dear. Very sad. Okay. Well, yeah, I've earned a skill point. Really? Wait, what? How can I have earned a skill point? I don't have any skills. What are you talking about, game? You're talking at your ass. What the hell's this chest? Do you wanna go? Okay, Lydia. See the game that you're playing. That's just annoying. They're so out of the way of everything else, aren't they? Just got these little scattering. You're gonna have to shift out of the way, dude. Okay, I'll get this chest while we're here now. It's moving me off. Alright. Well, thankfully, it's not that spread apart. Feels quite enclosed together. There's much a couple of zip lines away, and you've covered the distance. Whee. And I got another wall letter down here. I did like the wall letters. I mean, obviously they're very morbid, they're actually quite depressing, especially considering that they're actually based on real accounts. But they are very interesting. A lot more than just going from, oh, what more fragments, more chests. Hey, somewhere unique. Unlike the Royal Correspondence, they don't actually go on for like 50 pages. And yes, I'm still not over that. Burnt my throat out. Alright, September 1915. Dear Mother, just wanted to let you know that we've arrived at Luz, way at the top of France. We're not making jokes about the name now that we're here, and everyone is very nervous while we wait for the order. Everyone tells such grim stories, and every day you hear something worse. I think you are right, and that it was a very silly thing to do coming here and lying on the phone like that. If you tell everyone that I'm only 17 and that I shall be sent home, everything will be alright. Ask Reverend Farrell and he can talk to the right people, because I'm really not supposed to be here and I want to come back. All my love, Francis. Private Francis Kelly was reported missing a week later. His body was never recovered. It's horrible. Utterly horrible. And his story was just one of many of people who were underage and just thought, hey, you know, they made it out to seem like everyone should join, you know, doing for the good of the country, you know, true Englishmen going off and fighting, and everyone just thought, yeah, that's good, and then they got there and thought, actually, I'm way too young for this, I shouldn't be here, but then by that point it was already too late. So, yeah. Me saying all this does not mean I am in any way no disrespect to the actual army, like, or any like soldiers or anything like that. It's a very noble thing to sign up for, but at this time, in the First World War, circumstances were very different. They just basically picked up every boy who was of age and said, right, you're fighting. Many of them were just not fit for fighting whatsoever, and it was just an absolute slaughter of innocent lives. In fact, I should probably flash up to this one so I can grab those two bits that's still over the Thames. It's very much a almost like I was going to say like a unique circumstance. Of course, it's absolutely not, and probably still going on today in some countries. They're giving people who really shouldn't have the option of doing something so risky. Like, you get what I mean. Let's see then. Right. Let's jot down. How are we doing this? Ah, okay. That actually looks pretty simple. Maybe. Okay, I was hoping you'd go for the top one. But sure. Snag. 2 more helix switches. Fantastic. Right, let's see then. I mean, everything's basically in a straight line, so I am just going to go forward and grab the collectibles as we go through. And as predicted, we might not be able to get the Master Hunt done. The Master Spy Hunt, sorry. But we'll get everything else done, which is a pretty big task out of the way. I mean, depending on how long it is, I might look up how long it will take me to do it, because I might just quickly pop in, maybe after doing the next memory with Jacob, get it finished, rather than wasting another episode just to have to switch back to Eevee anyway. No, you won't. You will try. Right. Doing pretty well. Letter. May 1916. Dearest Mother, thank you for the tins of food you sent. They didn't half make me popular with the lads here. I'm getting along quite well, but as always I miss you all terribly. I read little Tommy's letter and wished I could have been there with you. You must have been so frightened with those bombs starting falling. Of course, Tommy thinks this episode the most exciting thing ever to happen to London, but you must make sure he doesn't try to leave the house and get a better view of them if they ever come your way again, which I hope and pray they don't. The weather here is getting better every day. Your loving son, Jeremy. Corporal Jeremy Talbot returned home 6 months later, 2 weeks after his young brother Tommy was killed after a Zeppelin bomb hit his school. Oh, Jesus. Not good at all. Okay, how are we doing with this one? Let's go. Can I... Oh, I want to climb the... Can you not seriously not climb that? Yeah, it's got... I was going to say, it's got like handles and everything. You really should be able to climb that of anything. Alright, here we are. Free your allies. Curious. Nope, open the chest, Lydia. Okay, I was hoping for like a cheeky double assassination, but instead you actually attracted the attention of everybody. Come on. Should be able to get a nice triple in there then, but never mind, eh? No, why wouldn't you loot that woman with the documents? Okay, as long as I don't have to protect them. Okay. Another war letter. Our last war letter. April 1916. My dearest Emma, I don't know if you received my last letter, and I hope this finds you and Harry well. Last week has been very difficult. Why? Why? That's just not cricket. Sorry, my dearest Emma, I don't know if you received my last letter, and I hope this finds you and Harry well. The last week has been very difficult. We marched over 12 miles before we found the old trench, and almost right away German shells started to hit us and shake the earth. Never was I more frightened in all my life. Every night I pray for you both and see your faces when I close my eyes. Never forget that I love you. Terence. Lieutenant Terence O'Connor returned home at the end of the war. See, at least I get one nice, nice story, I suppose. Come on. Really? Why? Oh, for goodness sake. Right. Right, there's our last geezer. So the collectible's done. Okay. Loot you. Nope, not quite yet. Are you taking the mech? Oh my god. He's gonna see him. She's gonna see me, then whistle, and then it's gonna take a little longer. No, don't. Lydia. Stop it. Put him down. Alright, and we're done. Let's get the hell out of here. Nicely done. Are we at level 1 loyalty? We are finally. We've got the Reaper built. Very cool. And Gino, once again.
We need not be enemies. I intend to build, to transform your age into something greater than you can currently comprehend.
That was lovely and brief. Look at that. Very nicely done. Alright. Nice and clean. Where's so Winston. So we've got the spy leader now. We've got all the collectibles. Very nice. It's been fun, but I'm gonna need to go back and recuperate with old Jacob Fry. I suppose the marker probably would have appeared once you exited out to go find the spy leader or meet with Churchill or something like that. Okay, progression log, World War 1. So we've got the Master Spy now. above the carpenter's shop. There is very little information on the man we believe to be the master spy operating in London. He appears to have grander goals than simply spying for the Germans, but no one can say what those goals are. He instills fear among all those who don't even hint at his existence. Okay. Progress tracker. Let's go to associate activities. We have now finished the 70 Walpole Lane and Hoptons, and we have unlocked the spy hunt. The stories are not touched. Miscellaneous, we have of course now finished up all of the collectibles in the World War I simulation. We'll go into our database, present day, assassin intel. We've got our first on Publius Volumnius. Easy for you to say. Okay, and that is, yeah, I think. So let's switch over to Jacob. Get our upgrading done. Should have a few things. Weapons, so let's get the jaw tenderizer, an artisanal handcrafted piece of wood that's got nails in. I mean, certainly wouldn't want to get punched by that. Gauntlets we're done, firearms still at max with, just about anyway. Get the Reaper belt, a grim belt indeed, no scythe required. And yeah, this is all still done, I think. Yep. And that's our lot, I think. Very nicely done. Alright, that is where we're going to end it for today. Great episode. I'm really happy that we finally managed to get all the collectibles and the sort of side activities done and out of the way. So we just have the Master Spy Hunt to do, which, as I said, I'm going to check to see about how long it is, because we may be doing that next episode after we take down the next memory for Secret 7 with Jacob. We'll pop back in, get that memory done, have World War I completely done with, which means from now on would be alternating between a Jacob and Evie memory. We're just going to be going through memory after memory now, because, like I said, all we have left now, other than like the perks which I'm doing in my own time, is the rest of the takeover in Westminster, and it's not going to take that long whatsoever, as you've seen. So yeah, we definitely, if we manage to get this done, it's a big chunk of the side game out of the way, and means we can basically go full throttle towards the end of the game, and over at 82%, as you might have seen as well now, which is fantastic. So yeah, very much looking forward to the next episode. Before I wrap up, let me take a second to thank my amazing patrons. My £5 patrons are Everett the Snake and Matt Hyler. Find links to their channels as well as my other £3 patrons in the description down below. And also can also credit to my £1 patrons. Thank you so much, everyone. It's truly appreciated, and it goes a long way to help the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you should become a patron, you can follow the link in the description down below. You don't have to do that, because at the end of the day, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.